What up, everybody? It's your boy Asian. We're back here once again. We're gonna get into the Steelers' crazy win over the Detroit Lions, 29-24. Just quickly, shortly here, but let's talk about this real quick. As we know, what happened with the DK Metcalf situation yesterday, as he got into it with a fan and pulled down a fan, started struck him, whatever you want to call it. Not a good look for DK Metcalf, and the new league was gonna give him some type of punishment, whether it be a fine or suspension. But the league came out earlier today and announced that DK Metcalf will be suspended 2 games. These are 2 final regular season for Pittsburgh Steelers at the Cleveland Browns and home for the regular season finale against the Baltimore Ravens. So DK, if he misses these games and he's gonna appeal, that'll be $277,000 per game he loses, for a total of $555,000 and some change. So let's get into it. Like, the rumor is a fan called DK by his real name, which is DKlin. I guess they said DK didn't like it, but there's been some other rumors that in DK's camp, the fan yelled an absurd obscenity that, as a black people, we know what it is, and I'm not gonna say, I don't need to say it on here, but DK got mad, walked to him, and things happened to happen. And I'm gonna say this, as DK Metcalf, as him being a star in the NFL and a player for a big franchise, especially this game being on national television, it's not a good look for him. He put himself in a bad position. And I know the Steelers fans say a lot of crazy stuff and all these things, but you have to keep your composure and walk away, get some security, something, because you have more to lose than the fan does. The fan got exactly what he wanted out of the situation. Now he could be dealing with a civil suit, because the fan can file and say he's hurt. You know how that goes. So not only does he got to deal with the NFL taking money out of his pocket, now he may have to deal with some nonsense legal civil suit against himself. What the league needs to do is do what the NBA does. I know football, they're a little farther away, but they need to have a designated security guy that, hey, if a fan yells something crazy to a player, and the player feels uncomfortable or he feels like he's going to react, he needs to get this guy, and they need to escort this fan out. No excuses, because as players, they need to be protected as well. And I get fans pay good money for it, but also in the streets, you would not walk into somebody and say some crazy shit and think nothing's going to happen. The players have to be protected as well, so all sides need to be protected in the situation. But DK has to be the bigger man in the situation and walk away and not cost himself money and in the game, and it also hurt the team, because we do need him for these next 2 games, because these are very pivotal and crucial games for the Steelers to get into the playoffs and win this division, to host a home playoff game. And at this Cleveland Browns game this Sunday, it's going to be a tough game. I don't care what nobody says, because it's a division game and it gets tricky. It's cold in Cleveland. Having Aaron Rodgers helps, but that's just my 2 cents on the situation. DK is going to appeal it, so we'll see what happens as of now, so I can get back with you guys. But that's a situation with the DK Metcalf situation that we're dealing with. But let's get to this game real quick. We're just going to jump right into it. The Steelers win in barn-burning fashion, 29-24, and we're going to just hop straight to the 4th quarter, where the Steelers have the ball. It's 4th down. I'm going to say this before we get into the Boswell missed field goal. Right before that, there's little over about 2:16 on the clock. Aaron Rodgers drops back. What Aaron Rodgers should have did was fall down, have him take the sack, let it go down 2-minute warning. Instead, he throws the ball out of bounds. It's 2:09 exactly on the clock. What he should have did was fail, but it got it down to the 2-minute warning. Then that wouldn't give the Lions an extra timeout, because the Lions only had 1 timeout remaining. So Rodgers throws the ball out of bounds. Then got it. Boswell kicks the field goal, misses it, gets the Lions back the ball. So they get an extra. They essentially get 2 timeouts with that. Then run 1 play, go to 2-minute when they have a timeout left. But then crazy things start happening. The Lions are able to drive the football down the field. Get a 3rd and 15, a 4th and 2. Then on the 4th and 2, Duggar just slightly beats Jamison Williams there, leads for a penalty, and the Lions 1st down. Lions moving the ball down the field. Next play after that, Jared Goff scrambling. Alex Highsmith sticks his foot out, tripping. So moves the Lions 15 more yards up. They still have a timeout. The Lions are able to drive down the field. We get to the controversial penalty. St. Brown scores a touchdown in the flat, but Isaac Tesla runs into the defender. He doesn't try to run the route, and then some people are saying Joey Porter Jr. Pushed him. But hey, you got to sell that route. Defensive coaches have been complaining about this for years, and the NFL refs are on it. The defense needs to get the benefit of the doubt too. It's so handicapped to the offense. So, complaining. So it resets. Lions eventually get back to another 4th down from the 10 or 11, I believe. Those are just St. Brown. Catches it. He's short. I believe, and then he tosses it back to Goff, jumps to the end zone, and it's just mad chaos pursues. St. Brown is short. He pushes off. There's a penalty for another offensive pass interference, and the refs, in his statement, whatever he was saying, Ward, can't believe his last name, says that it was a touchdown. It was negated because of an OPI. I don't think that was a touchdown. The whistle had to be blown in order, in my opinion, for him to be stopped because St. Brown was short. And I don't know, the NFL rules and football rules sometimes are complicated. If he laterals it back, can the guy advance the ball? I don't know the situation, but I think it was the right call in ending the game. But the way they're going about it is we need to figure out this officiating thing, because I believe that in April the collective bargaining agreement with the referees is expiring. So there needs to be massive influx changes in the way we referee. There needs to be full-time referees, because these guys are only part-time. In their off-season, they're doing other jobs, lawyers, car salesmen, on their own business, law firms, whatever you want to call it. Full-time, pay them a great salary, and let's get them constantly doing this, and this is their main full-time job, and officiating will be better, because the officiating in the league has been freaking horrible. We need to get it together. There's too much money on these games. The league is making good money. We need to see a good product and it officiated well, and there's not always be these controversies after every single big game. Don't want the story of the show to be the refs calls the game, or fan bases to be pissed off, or vice versa, because we know Lions fans are pissed, and I have a few Lions fans in my life I know, especially my hometown team, mad at me about the Lions winning and saying we got job rigged, whatever, vice versa. But the Steelers were able to pull it. So let's talk about it real quick. Let's talk about this offense. This offense came to play today. Just huge. 481 total yards. Aaron Rodgers has been in command these last few weeks. After that Buffalo Bills loss, the Steelers on a 3-game winning streak. They got booed off the field. Tomlin getting fired Tomlin chance. Darren Renegade. It's just been mass casting. It's like this has brought this team together, and they're kind of playing a little loose, a little free, and they're playing their best football at the right time. The offense, the run game was phenomenal in this game. Jalen Warren, 14 carries, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns. Both of his touchdowns late in that second half. Both of them pretty much untouched to the house, 50-plus yards, both. Team as a whole, 27 carries, 230, 8.5 yards per carry. Phenomenal. Kenneth Gainwell has been a great addition for this team as well, to go along with his 128 scrimmage yards. It's been amazing to get him, like I said, $1.17 million. I believe he's going to get re-signed. He's been a great addition with Jalen Warren in this offense, especially these last few weeks. He's made play after play. Aaron Rodgers loves his vets and seems very, very comfortable with Gainwell. We all know he wasted a third-round draft pick on Caleb Johnson. He was a healthy scratch along with Roman Wilson in his second year. So the vets been relying on it. Aaron Rodgers is audible at the line. 27 for 41, 266. The touchdown, that amazing touchdown right before the half. I meant to mention that was huge. He throws it up. Somehow Kenneth Gainwell, falling down, is able to control the ball without it hitting the ground and gets up and scores. Anzalone does not touch him, and that was a huge momentum, because you're going to the half tied with that great catch by Kenneth Gainwell. So freaking huge. And the kind of momentum of his offense, and we were able to just convert big third down after third down. And shout out to some of these vets. We got Scotty Miller coming in and making huge third down catches. He had 3 catches on one drive, I believe. It's just where he hasn't done anything like that since Super Bowl run with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And just great. Adam Thielen, a veteran we signed after asking for his release from the Vikings, 4 catches, 49 yards. Aaron Rodgers loves his vets. He missed the MVS on a deep shot down the right sideline where you can come up with it. Like I said, his offense was great again. One time of possession again. 34 minutes, 6 seconds to the Lions 25-54. Just freaking huge, man. What can I say? This offense, and they're opening up, and like I said, they're playing great football, complimentary football. Only mistake we made coming out the half, got the ball, driving down the field. Darnell Washington inside the 10-yard line fumbles the football. Thomas Harper, great hit on the ball, rips it out. Only thing I complain about, but this offense has been efficient. They get explosive play here and here, which we need. I don't expect this to score 40 points a game, but get explosive play here and there. You make it happen, man. So nothing much more I can say. I'm excited about what this offense is doing. And before I get out here, let's talk about this defense, man. Great again. Like I said, we're missing 3 key players on this defense. James Pierre, who's having a great year. He was out with the calf injury again. TJ Watt, we all know, dealing with the collapsed lung, trying to heal from that. Hopefully he's back before the regular season's over with. We got 2 games left. And then Nick Herbig battling the hamstring injury. It's good not to play him. Let him rest the hamstring and get as much as he can. Alex Highsmith, great today. Besides the tripping penalty, he was great getting pressures. Even had Goff step up into a sack with Cam Hayward. Keanu Benton had a sack on the first third down of the possession that the Lions had the ball in their first series of the game. Kyle Duggar had a huge sack that led to a safety after the Darnell Washington fumble. That was another momentum flipping play right there. Joey Porter Jr. doing a great job on Jameson Williams and St. Brown. Joey Porter Jr. was able to knock a ball down when the Lions got to the first red zone possession when they went for it and didn't get it. Held St. Brown to 1 catch in that second half by this defense. Holding Gibbs 7 carries for 2 yards. That's a great job holding the Lions. 6 for 15 on third down, under 50%. Came back. Chuck Clark played well. Deshaun Elliott's been out a majority of this season, so some of these guys in the safety position have stepped up. You know, Kyle Duggar was an in-season trade. Chuck Clark, we released Juan Thornhill, so we're just making plays. Sante Samuel Jr., we got playing big. Brandon Echols was playing very well for us before he got hurt and had to leave this game. So just a great job. Shout out to the secondary. Patrick Queen continues to be the leader of this defense, man. He's playing his best football of his career these last 3-4 games, man. No more can I say. This team is gelling. Like I said, I think this adversity has brought them together, and see what adversity does and brings teams together, and they're playing the great football at the right time, especially with these next 2 games at Cleveland and versus Baltimore to try to win this AFC North, because they need to win it to get into the playoffs and host home playoff game and win. And if the playoffs started today, they will be in, and they will be hosting the Los Angeles Chargers, which I feel like we can beat them a second go around. Made some mistakes in that game on the road. Just Aaron Rodgers didn't play good that game, and I want another shot at them. I just think whoever Steelers get in the playoffs, they can win. They can win. They have a legit shot. So we'll see what happens. 9-6, Tomlin, 19 straight winning seasons. Nothing more I can ask. So great win. Couple weeks left to go. So we'll see what happens. Hey, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate all the love, support. Follow me on Twitter. That's at Keeping the Score. Tell a friend. Like, thumbs up. Do what you need to do. Leave a comment. I appreciate everything. Hey, it's your boy Adrian, and I'm out. Peace.